Pam Bondi, she issued a $50 million reward for Venezuela's president, Maduro. I was like, whoa. Whoa, that's way more. Did they ever catch that guy in Louisiana, the inmate that escaped? Y'all let me know in the chat. Did they ever catch the guy that escaped? Because I know they catch the one guy, but it was one that was still out and about, and we haven't heard anything about that. Have y'all heard anything about the inmate that escaped? Did they ever catch him? Or he's still at large? They still got one out since May 16th. It was 10 and they only captured 9. One of them is still out. Did y'all know that? They still haven't got that last guy. Wow. Yo, Antoine Massey, I think it was the last guy that got caught. And it's still one out. I didn't realize that guy. Oh, see, they don't want to reveal that Derrick Groves. Derrick Groves is still out and about, out in the streets, running around, and they still haven't caught Derrick Groves. I can't believe it. They didn't catch Derrick Groves yet. Derrick Groves ain't even in the United States of America, dog. Derrick Groves is out. He gone. He gone. He out doing this thing. He out doing his thing. Derrick Groves ain't even nowhere to be seen, bro. I can't believe that Derrick Groves is still out here in these streets. Anyways, but Pam Bondi is issuing a $50 million reward for the arrest of Maduro.
And welcome back here. 2 Live now from Fox. I'm Andrew Kraft. Thanks for being with us. We're now at the bottom of the hour. Let's keep it moving with more of these top headlines. A video message posted on social media within the last hour by Attorney General Pam Bondi. This is the message she's seeking to convey here, saying today the Justice Department and State Department are announcing a $50 million reward for information leading to the arrest of Nicolas Maduro. Maduro, the disputed leader of Venezuela here. Let's listen to Bondi make this announcement here.
Today, the Department of Justice and State Department are announcing a historic $50 million reward for information leading to the arrest of Nicolas Maduro. Maduro uses foreign terrorist organizations like TDA, Sinaloa, and Cartel of the Suns to bring deadly drugs and violence into our country. To date, the DEA has seized 30 tons of cocaine linked to Maduro and his associates, with nearly 7 tons linked to Maduro himself, which represents a primary source of income for the deadly cartels based in Venezuela and Mexico. Cocaine is often laced with fentanyl, resulting in the loss and destruction of countless American lives. The DOJ has seized over $700 million of Maduro-linked assets, including 2 private jets, 9 vehicles, and more. Yet Maduro's reign of terror continues. He is one of the largest narco traffickers in the world and a threat to our national security. Therefore, we've doubled his reward to $50 million under.
You know, I was waiting for it to get to $75 million, but for 50, we got a deal. I'm gonna go ahead and get my guys on it. For 50, we should be on. Everybody in the hood should be mobilizing. That's what the hood get you 50 guys. Yo, we all 50. We hitting the streets. We was probably gonna die anyway, because we in the hood. But you know what? We going hunting. We going hunting for Maduro. 50 guys. Probably only 30 of us, 25 of us, half of us is going to make it back, but we going hunting and we got to get this guy. We got to get this guy. For 50 M's, 25 of us is going to make it, $2 million apiece. I think that's the play. That's the play. No, they want him. They want him. Yo, we going to get Maduro. What you got going on? We going over to Vinny. What's over in Vinny, Maduro? They put a 50M bounty on him. We going to get that bag, big dog. You did more for less. You did more for less. For $5,000, you was ready to take somebody's head off. You might as well go ahead and risk it all. And for the 50 M's for Maduro, you might as well risk it all for the 50. For 50, ain't too much more you can ask for. They doubled it from 25 to 50. 25 of y'all not gonna make it back. For 50 M's, we going to get Maduro. I got him tied up. And the reason that they announced it like this is because they basically put a hit out on him. This ain't. Let me tell you something, bro. They're not putting this out there, in my personal opinion, because they're actually looking for this guy to somebody to snitch and turn him in. They put a 50M bounty on his head because they basically is putting a hit out. That's a $50 million hit. That's not a bounty capture. That's a hit, big dog. This is like the movies, except for the federal government is saying it out loud. Listen, we seize this stuff. He a terrorist. He stole an election. He out here running cocaine laced with fentanyl, and he basically using the country in his power in order to continue to usurp and do whatever it is that he want to do. We going to double it. We going to go 25 to 50. We going 50. We going 25 to 50. That's what they said. They put a hit out on him. Y'all ever seen the Expendables? That's what it is. This is the Expendables. They didn't put a worldwide hit out on him, and they basically put the world on notice and said, listen, you want to get these 50 M's, then go ahead and get Maduro. That's the bounty on his head.
President Trump's leadership, Maduro will not escape justice, and he will be held accountable for his despicable crimes. If you have any information to bring this criminal to justice, call 1-202-307-4228 or go online.
Let me get that number again.
Should be held accountable for his despicable crimes. If you have any information to bring this criminal to justice, call 1-202-307-4228 or go online.
Okay.
Back out live there to the White House. So, in January of this year, the State Department announced a $25 million reward for Maduro's arrest. You just heard there from Pam Bondi. They are doubling that reward to $50 million for any information leading to the arrest of Nicolas Maduro, the Venezuelan leader here. So had to get that on your radar. That was literally breaking just within the last 30 minutes here. So want to go.
That's also for
into some of the.
That's what let me tell you why they announced it also and why they made that visible. Is because they also looking on for some of his own people to turn him in. That's not just for the world. That's not just for Americans. That's not for none of that. They announcing that because they basically are talking to his people. They're talking to the people that's closest to him. Hey, listen, yo, dog, he got a small reign. They basically putting in the question all of his troops, all of his people. They basically calling for his loyalty and saying, how loyal are you to him? Because you can basically call us and let us know where he is. We'll come and get him. But if we can come and pick him up, if you know what's going on with him, you 50 M's richer, you can go live your life and you don't have to die as a result of it. That's for his people. When you put a hit out on somebody, you're not putting a hit out on them for the people that's just observing. You basically they're directly talking to the people that are laying next to him. So he better treat his people well. I hope all of his people rich, that they getting money, that they get treated well, that he got a plan for them, because you start talking that type of money for the people that surround him, you talking directly to the people that surround him.
Comments she made about why they are seeking this. So the State Department back in January, said Maduro has participated in a violent narco-terrorism conspiracy with the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, a designated foreign terror organization. In addition, they say Maduro negotiated multi-ton shipments of FARC-produced cocaine, directed the Cartel of the Suns to provide military-grade weapons to the FARC, coordinated with drug traffickers in Honduras and other countries to facilitate large-scale drug trafficking, and solicited assistance from FARC leadership in training an unsanctioned militia group that functioned, in essence, as an armed forces unit for the cartel of the Suns here.
Somebody said, does it matter if he treated all of his people nice? Yup. Because the immediate first thing that people start doing is they start dreaming, man, what would you do? They start talking to their girl. They don't want to directly say, yeah, I'm thinking about snitching. So they talk to their girl. Hey, babe. I was sleeping. I got to get up in the morning. Babe, I was just thinking about something. I got something on my mind. What is it? Like, what's your dreams? Like, what would you buy if you just had an unlimited amount of money? And then she perk up a little bit. Oh, what you talking about, babe? What do you mean? What's my dreams? Like, if we had like 25, 50 million, what would you do? She start wiping her ass. Well, I don't know. I've always wanted to travel the world. I've always wanted to go see Barcelona and Rome. But honey, I don't even know why we talking about this, because that ain't never gonna happen. Babe, what if I had a way though? What do you mean, honey? What if I had a way? Because we always, I had this dream. I've always wanted to walk the white sandy beaches and, go and visit the Maldives. But we over here, running drugs, and we living in squalor, and we just in the back of his house. What if we could be kings? That's how it starts. Bam. That's how it starts. You always got to start with your girl. Babe. That's how all dreams start. A lot of people don't realize this. All dreams start with waking somebody up late in the night and be like, babe. Or you just tap her, right? Or this is another way that you do it. What you doing, honey? What's wrong? You sleep? You sleep? Nigga, you just woke her up. But you don't want to tell her that you're trying to wake her up. So you come in a little louder than you normally would, because you've been up, you've been trying to figure out how it is that you're going to send this cocaine over, because this Venezuelan situation. You come in, you drop something on purpose. Oh, honey, what you going over there? Oh, I thought you was asleep. I'm sorry. Just getting in late. I done dropped all of my cocaine papers. And you start making noises. You start making noises. Oh, God, I don't know what's going on. So she don't say nothing the first time. It's too much. What's wrong, babe? Nothing. Just thinking. Just can't sleep. What's wrong? Why you can't sleep? Nothing. God, honey, go back to sleep. I ain't thinking about nothing. Hey, babe, you sleep yet? What's up? And I was just saying, I was just trying to figure this out, Am I off or am I off? Am I on or am I off? That's how it works. That's how you start to come up with good ideas. It always starts with trying to figure it out. Only one or two scenarios is happening in this situation. Either you coming up with a good idea, to try to figure out how you can get to the next level. Which, hey babe, I was just thinking, what do you think about this? Either you coming up with a good idea, or you trying to get some sex without telling them you trying to get some sex. Either you coming up with a good idea, or you don't want to have to remind her that she promised you some head earlier in the day. Keep on stretching out, putting your leg on top of her, backing up into the front of her. I just can't sleep. I don't know what's going to help me to go to sleep. I'm just so rest broken. I don't know what's going to help me to go to sleep tonight. Keep on going to the refrigerator, getting some water. I'm so thirsty. I'm thirsty, babe. What am I doing? What are we talking about? Oh yeah, I forgot. We got a criminal to capture in Venezuela. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little off base, but we back. Also, Letitia James. They've greenlighted an investigation into Letitia James.
Some breaking news sources are telling us that New York Attorney General Letitia James and her office are under investigation by the Department of Justice in relation to her case against President Trump. Justice correspondent David Spunt is in Washington. What do you know, David?
Well, hi, Dana. Two well-placed sources familiar with the...
I didn't want to wake you up, but if you already up. Did I wake you? Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. Was you asleep? All right, don't worry about it.
Probe tell Fox News that New York Attorney General Letitia James and her office is...
I wasn't even trying to do nothing like that. Like, this ain't even about that. I was really trying to tell you my thoughts. I ain't even thinking about that. What did you do? Oh, babe, just come on over. Turn over. What? No, I'm not on that right now. I feel like you making me though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not even about that. I only asked you to come over because I was wanting your presence.
Investigation by the DOJ here in Washington. We're told that Attorney General Pam Bondi signed off on the probe.
You don't think they dropped their
Subpoenas were
cocaine
sent to
papers,
James's
LTO?
office, and there is a grand jury investigation underway in the New York State capital of Albany. The specific investigation, my colleague Jake Gibson, Ashley Oliver, and myself are being told involves deprivation of rights, which in plain language means someone in a position of legal authority violating someone else's constitutional or legal rights. Those sources tell Fox News the DOJ is going after James because she took then former President Donald Trump to court, quote, simply because she didn't like him and campaigned on getting him. DOJ, led by Bondi, believes she violated his First Amendment rights dealing with free speech. James has said before she believed Trump inflated his net worth to get good deals on loans from lenders and other financial benefits. Ms. James won in a court judgment of over $450 million against the Trump Organization. Trump is appealing, and it's pending. The entire scope of the grand jury probe in Albany, Dana, is unclear. Grand juries are secretive, but we've learned from these well-placed sources it stems from a recent strike force set up inside the Justice Department to investigate an alleged plot to tie Trump to Russia in 2016. Sources say that strike force has expanded to other topics. Now, to recap, the Justice Department has initiated grand jury proceedings in Albany, New York, against the Empire State Attorney General Letitia James. But remember, this is important. A grand jury simply decides if there's enough evidence to indict. To be clear, we are told this is very early in the process, and no one, as I speak to you right now, is facing any charges at this time. Fox News reached out to Attorney General James's office multiple times, but we've yet to hear back.
Letitia James, all of these people, Fonnie Willis, all of them needs to truly be investigated for their role and trying to basically remove Trump from being able to be run for president of the United States of America. I don't like Letitia James. I don't know why anybody would even want to go and deal with a Letitia James. I do think that she needs to be investigated.